I am about to correlate this topic with the Pareto principle. It's a bit of a reach, but I want you to hear me out and tell me what you think. And also before starting, I want to establish the common ground of believers, of any faith or of any practice. And the common ground of people of faith is that we want to be people with a good heart, that does more good than they do bad. And preferably, only good. This will be done through the practices that we learn from our religions. And for a person that believes, and even people that don't believe, unless you're a bad person, you want the world to be in a better place, right? So there are things that we want to concentrate and focus on, problems that we want to eradicate. Okay, so what's the elephant in the room right now in society, would you say? I think it's very easy to analyze and to say, okay, degeneracy, intoxication, hookup culture, vices with social media and the sort, pornography, educational system, sodomy, and the list goes on and on. We're replacing modesty with promiscuity, humility with vanity. We're replacing love with hatred. If you are a person that believes, I am sure we share the same feeling, the same desire that you and we don't want this to keep happening in the world. And what's the cause? It's definitely not religion. As far as we are concerned, none of our religion preaches about the hookup culture, about social media, of course, or about intoxication and just general promiscuity or degeneracy. So how could we address this elephant in the room? How could we get rid of this thing that is actually more tormenting for us, all of us, than these little things such as you pray standing up, you pray with your feet crossed, you pray kneeling down. First of all, if you are praying, good. It's good that you have a good relation or meditating or whatever you want it to be. Your faith is yours. It's good that you're doing it, and I'm happy that you are close to your Lord, close to your soul, close to what you believe in. Now, as for the Pareto principle, it consists of how 20% of your work consists for 80% of your results, and how for the rest, the remaining 20% of your work, you have to input 80% of your remaining effort for that. And I believe that this also applies to the problems that we face as a religious community, right? As a religious whole, as a religious species in this planet. Religious or philosophical or whatever you desire, right? Maybe you like the stars, maybe you like Allah, maybe you like Jesus, maybe you like Buddha, maybe you like, I don't know, other things, right? Okay, what are the things most valued there? What could you spend 20% of your time and effort preaching about or practicing that would accomplish for 80% of your results? 80% of the results that we want to achieve, if the 100% is a perfect earth, which we'll never have, so we have to accept that we will never get to 100% anyway, then the 80% would be maybe, okay, we are good people and we have a good community that looks out for each other, and when somebody is doing wrong, we pull them from it. And rather than looking at the details, which will be the last 20% of however they pray or what titles or what names they attribute to their object of worship, that doesn't matter too much. It's more about, okay, they don't adhere to sleeping around, to self-intoxication, self-harming or the harming of others, of stealing, of killing, at least unjustly, right? If somebody is a criminal, whatever, and they won't stop and you can't restrain them, or if it's self-defense and it's really intense, fine, but all of these things, at the end of the day, intention. It comes down to intention. Your intention to be better. Your intention to be good. And yes, there might be psychopaths with the thought that they have good intentions, but we will never get anywhere if we just talk about what ifs and anomalies in the world. Let's just focus on reality and what's accessible to us and what we can actually work with. So how about instead of saying, no, come to my religion, no, come to my religion, we say, hey, stop drinking. Hey, stop sleeping around. You're hurting yourself and you're hurting others. Hey, stop doing this. My call to prayer. How beautiful is this? So what I'm saying is, when somebody's doing something bad, pull them away from it. But do not scold them because they are wearing something differently than you, as long as they're not being promiscuous or like too showy, whatever, for men and for women. I don't like this one-sided thing. And let them pray or let them worship however they want to worship, as long as their actions and their behaviors are good. As far as I'm concerned, we aligned literally on everything. Fasting, not both, let's make it all-inclusive. We all fast. In every faith or religion, they talk about fasting a little bit. In Judaism, you fast as well. Buddha fasted as well. In Christianity, you fast. In Islam, you fast. And then things like eating pork. In both cases, we are also advised not to eat it. But nonetheless, stop thinking of or stop looking at these little things, right? Stop looking at whether they do the scarf, the hijab in one way or if they do it in another way. Focus on the grand scheme of things. Okay, what's the intention about the way they're dressing? Are they trying to be provocative? Are they not? What bad things are people doing? Not they're doing it differently than me, so bad. No. Again, do not talk or do not bother the person's object of worship or the little details that differ a little bit from yours. If they are a good person that neither harms themselves nor others, let them be. I would even go as far as saying don't preach about your faith. Yeah, I would. I would say instead preach about the things that your faith wants to improve. Don't say Jesus says or the Quran says or the Torah says or Buddha, right? Just say, hey, we shouldn't intoxicate ourselves. You over there drinking, you don't want to be doing it. Come over here with us, brother. We are all a community. We are all brethren. Promote the things that matter. It's not like, oh wow, we are both modest and we both don't like the hookup culture. We know that it doesn't serve us. Oh, we both don't like the vices of the world, gambling. We both like giving to charity. We both do this, we both do that. Oh, but we worship something with a different name. Yeah, sorry buddy, but I think I'd rather disassociate a little bit and turn the blind eye to all the terrible things happening in the world, because you and I, you like red and I like blue. Sorry. Let us rejoice upon each other's good virtues, and let's focus instead on the good things. Oh wow, you have more humility, or you're more modest than me. Damn, good on you. You are an inspiration. Thank you for being the way that you are and for promoting something great in the world. And then, once again, get together for the things that we don't stand for. What? This man is being oppressive towards his wife? We don't believe in that. No, we don't believe in that. Punish him. What? This woman is deceiving his man and manipulating him for his money. We, the disbeliever, punish her. Let us stand together in our justice and in our similarities and stop thinking, stop talking about the tiny speck of dust that we are different in. I hope this message reaches some people. Share it with somebody that might need to hear it. Thank you for listening. Strive to be 1% better every day. Much love.